Gentlemen, the year is almost over, and if 2024 didn't provide you with enough incentive to start looking at diversifying your passport, residency, and language portfolio, frankly, I don't know what else will, because coming 2025, I believe it is going to be crucial and monumental for you to have at least a second passport. But even if you can't get a second passport so quickly, at least take a look at getting a residency abroad. The reason why I say this is because that 2024 provided a lot of examples of countries implementing more bureaucratic travel policies that if you are a Western citizen, if you come from a Western country, it's going to impact you directly. And since a lot of my subscribers do watch me from the United States, the United Kingdom, countries like Ireland and places like that, this is crucial information for you to know. So the European Union, in their usual wisdom of glory, have introduced their own ETIAS policy, meaning that if you are someone who used to have visa-free access to the Schengen area, maybe you're an American citizen looking to travel to a country like Portugal, and you could just pull up to the Portuguese airport, show me your passport, okay, it's a strong American passport, come right in, sir, have a nice time. Well, you can't do that anymore. You now have to apply for an ETIAS before you even leave American soil. And this doesn't just apply for American citizens, this applies to citizens of the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, any country that used to have visa-free access to the European Union and the Schengen area. You will now have to get an ETIAS to be able to travel to the majority of EU countries. Well, thank the Lord Almighty. I'm sure if you are people who celebrate Christmas, I'm sure you wrote this down on your Christmas wish list last year, because I definitely wanted this to be introduced, and I'm sure you did as well. The UK has introduced their own ETA policy, which again has made me very happy. I think an ETA is going to fix every single problem that the United Kingdom or the Schengen area is facing. It's going to fix everything, to be honest. So me personally, I've never been so grateful to have such bureaucratic nonsense be implemented that will directly impact my subscribers. Then this is most likely going to get even worse, because don't ever think for a second that the ETIAS or the ETA was introduced to make your life easier and less bureaucratic. They want more bureaucracy, they want more money, they want you to comply with more ridiculous laws. And frankly, I'm an optimist. I don't know if that's coming across very clearly in this video, but I'd like to think that I'm quite an optimistic guy. However, I cannot see for a single moment in time where this ETIAS isn't going to at least have an increase in price or an increase in time before you actually leave the country that you need to apply for it. For me, I see a lot of red flags with policies like this being introduced. Now, the reason why it's important for you to have a second passport is because it will directly counter this issue. Now, naturally, if you're going to get Vanuatu citizenship, you're still not going to have full visa-free access or no need to get an ETIAS access to the Schengen area, for example. But if you are someone who has European ancestry, it might be worth taking a look at, okay, can I get Italian citizenship? Can I get citizenship in the Republic of Ireland? Can I get citizenship in a country where maybe my grandparents were from, or maybe my parents were born there? It would definitely be worth taking a look at, because I guarantee you this, traveling on an EU passport throughout Europe is going to be a lot easier. And there are many people around the world who are diversified. They have a European passport, they have an American passport, they might even have a New Zealand passport as well. And by having all of these different passports around the world, travel is going to be a lot easier. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe that unless the ETIAS turns out to be a huge flop, that they will get rid of it. So the only way we can counter this, the only way that you as a sovereign individual can counter this, is by setting up your own life in a way where you don't have to rely on one country, one passport, one language, and one government. You don't have to rely on that, even if you just get a second one. The second passport now, a lot of people are now saying get a third passport as well. But if you are starting out, there is going to be absolutely no harm whatsoever in taking a look at how you can get second citizenship. Although it may not come across well in this video, I am quite an optimistic guy, which is exactly why I'm making this video. If you are someone who has similar ideologies to me, where you want to be a sovereign individual in the future, you want to ensure that your children are also sovereign individuals who don't have to rely on one country and one system, and that is why you're subscribed to this channel, then I think this video is monumental for you to have watched to the very end, because frankly, the best way to protect yourself, in my opinion, is to diversify. Let me know what you think about the points that I've raised in this video. Do you agree with me, or do you have a different perspective? I'd love to have a read in the comments below and maybe start a diplomatic conversation. And if you like this video, you can click right here and subscribe to this information on YouTube. And be sure to subscribe to my podcast. I have a podcast where I interview a lot of people from the media and linguistic realms of the universe. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll also have that link down below in the description. But thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next year. Peace.